Do you like my ring? I got it at work. I'm an adult. Hey guys, so recently I finally convinced myself to watch the Netflix original, A Series of Unfortunate Events. A Series of Unfortunate Events was one of my only favorite book series as a kid, and so I was avoiding it a little bit because I was nervous it wasn't going to be good, but with everybody absolutely raving about it, I decided to give it a shot. I really wanted it to be good, but honestly, I have to say I was a little disappointed. I should probably note here that if you have not read the books or seen the show, there are going to be some spoilers, but I'm not going to cover any material that goes past what the show covers. So this is my review and unpopular opinion about why Series of Unfortunate Events was not that good. Jumping right into it, I found out that the author of the books actually is working as an executive producer on the show, so I can't bash it too bad. But man, were there some creative liberties taken. Now I know, the movies are never as good as the books because you can't capture everything that was in the book and it leaves out lots of details and all these nuances. But that's not even the series' problem. In fact, it's the opposite. The addition of characters and plot that did not exist before all but ruined the most exciting parts of the series. In case you're unfamiliar with the books, characters such as Gustave and Jacqueline are not running around giving you all this insight to secrets that are going to happen. Though in the actual series, of course, there are humorous quips and things to make it entertaining. This over-the-top sneaky spy vibe from introducing this aspect of the story so boldly makes the story feel really watered down and childish. In addition to Gustave and Jacqueline, the unnamed characters, mother and father, perpetuate this ridiculous Spy Kids vibe when they're presented as a red herring, which can be a delicious smoked fish, but a phrase which here means were revealed to not really be the Baudelaire parents, which if you're entirely unfamiliar with the series may be an interesting plot twist, but as someone who adored the series was nothing more than a worrisome discrepancy because the Baudelaire parents are definitely 100% absolutely totally dead, done, died, dead. Now, while the mysterious organization in which Count Olaf is somehow connected, as well as the Baudelaire parent, is a really important part of the story and eventually does completely drive the story, it loses its level of believability by being cartoonishly hyped up. But outside the plot, this is also extended to the characters. A very important consistency in the original series is that while the Baudelaires are surrounded by a slew of variously capable adults, banker, scientist, a fierce and formidable aunt, they learn that they're not able to depend on anyone except themselves to escape Count Olaf. This is important because it develops a really specific relationships between the Baudelaires and Count Olaf, which is very important for later in the story. In the specific case of their guardians, a man who is highly intelligent, he's a scientist for a living, who is decoding secret messages, who loves and trusts the Baudelaire children. When he goes to confront Count Olaf, he believes he's a spy from the Herpetology Society. And Aunt Josephine, a fierce and formidable woman who, of course, is traumatized by her husband's death, when she finally builds up the courage to confront Count Olaf, is both physically and metaphorically defeated by a single push. These aspects just don't really add up, and they end up painting caricatures of people that makes the story even less believable and goofy. Essentially, all these elements together take away from the somber reality that is the original story. Even in the beginning of the story, when the children bring up that they think that it was odd that their parents had them go to the beach alone, as if to imply that their parents knew something, which takes away from the heavy punch of an unexpected tragedy. That all being said, it was a really well-made series. Though it lacks a lot of elements that I loved about the original story, it's still a good story, especially for younger children unknown to the series. It of course has a killer cast. Neil Patrick Harris as Count Olaf was spectacular, and Patrick Warburton as Lemony Snicket was perfect. It's exciting, witty, relevant, with the definition of partner implying a romantic relationship, and lines such as "there's nothing villainous about free healthcare," though I wish it was more than it is. I am still excited for the rest of the series to come, and I hold out hope for the series to develop the kind of atmosphere that I loved about the original stories. I really hope you enjoyed my take on the series. Please let me know down below what your thoughts were. I know most people absolutely loved it, but I want to know why. I want to know what it is about the series that resonated with you. I don't normally do videos like this, but if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to check out one of my other previous videos, and you can go ahead and click here to subscribe for more content, and I hope to see you guys again next week. Bye. And I hold up.